What is poopin', squatties? Welcome to How to English Smart Like, the show where we gobble down morsels of tasty smarts and then come back for seconds. I'm your host, Dr. Backley Bob the Zebra. Unfortunately, I lost that little brain that I used to use as a prop on the table, but it's okay, because I actually think it's nice because it symbolizes the intellectual decline of our society and the resulting decline. So have I mentioned that I hate advertising? Because, yeah, I really hate advertising. But it's at its worst when it comes to food. Do you know how hard you have to try to mess up my favorite thing on earth? Pretty hard. But when they use words that are completely inapplicable to food in general, it leaves a pit in your stomach that not even a delicious snack can fill. Like when desserts are referred to as flaky. What? In what alternate reality is that an appealing word to describe food? Look at the synonyms. Flaking, peeling, cracking, scaly, blistering, scabrous? What the crap is scabrous? Rough and covered with scabs. Yum! Just how I like my pastries. With eczema. Artisan is an infuriatingly misused word in food advertising, and it oozes pretension. Just like those flaky croissants are oozing with pus, probably. It's always used in a pompous, arrogant context, like they think you'll see that word and be like, ooh, nice, artisan. But what does it mean? A worker in a skilled trade, especially one that involves making things by hand. Awesome, I love when my food is made by blacksmiths. I know, it's supposed to be like high quality, handmade, fresh, organic, non-processed, whatever, shut up. You're not impressing me. Usually it's bread. Bread! People were making this stuff who didn't know what clothes were. Try not to overthink it. Even worse is decadent. Decadent cakes. It's supposed to mean fancy, or characterized by or reflecting a state of moral or cultural decline. You know, like this misuse of the word. Just hearing it now gives me an infected scrotum, which is still more appetizing than flaky. By the way, did you know that cremmy isn't a real word? Yeah. It's a word that was made up by advertisers for two reasons. One, so they can sell you stuff that doesn't actually have cream in it, C-R-E-A-M, the proper spelling, without being sued for false advertising. Also, like with decadent, it's a feeble attempt to make stuff sound fancy, since it's a bastardization of the French word for cream. Just a fun fact to show you the level we're on with this crap. Pop quiz. What does the abbreviation APP stand for? The answer is application, a program or piece of software written and designed to fulfill a specific purpose to the user. So what's wrong with this picture? Is it A, the fact that app is short for application and not appetizer? B, the picture shows TGI Fridays? C, that this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life? Or D, all of the above? The answer, of course, is D. Because it's obvious that somebody just saw the word apps and was like, oh, well, young people are always talking about apps. That's hip and cool. That'll get people into a restaurant. No! No! That's not how it works! The reason the word apps is commonly used is because people have apps on their phones. I can't believe I even have to explain this. It's ridiculous. The problem here is that apps already has a meaning, and they're taking it to mean something else. You see, in English, as well as in communication in general, the avoidance of ambiguity is crucial to conveying in the most accurate terms possible the point that you're trying to get across. That's rule number one of communication. And these people who probably majored in communication just broke it. Bra freaking bo! 3 cheers for the dumbwads, everybody! Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! The worst of all is indulgent. Advertisers have dragged this word into a dark alley, robbed it, stolen its identity, and run a train on it before selling it to a human trafficking ring. First of all, the mission is stillborn right off the bat because the word makes me want to barf. This is only true because of the insipid and incorrect connotation that's been put onto it. So let's start with the real definition. It means having or indicating a tendency to be overly generous or lenient with someone. In popular use, it's typically shorthand for self-indulgent, meaning to be overly lenient with yourself. That means cheat days for all you yuppie wine moms out there. But if we look here, we see the Olive Garden menu, which mentions that their ravioli is filled with a blend of indulgent Italian cheeses. But you know what? I think that's perfectly fine. These cheeses are from Italy, the cradle of Western civilization. If they want to splurge, live life to the fullest, get turned up to 11, that's their prerogative, man. Carpe diem, let them indulge once in a while. You little elf cum sluts. Learn how to think in English! Olive Garden has some of my favorite food, and it's saddening. It's a disgrace to see that delicious food done so wrong. It makes me sick. Not sick enough that I can't enjoy some hedonistic Italian cheeses, but sick nonetheless. Our food deserves better than this. It is our sustenance, our joy. We should seek not to defile, but to honor the delicious yums that fill our mouths and satisfy our tum-tums. Go to backthechew.org to donate to the cause. Anything helps, and with each donation, hopefully, we can give our food the respect it deserves. Maybe with effort, we can finally be in the good graces of the mighty Fuda. I've met him, by the way. He's a cool guy. He and Octavia Simbu are like, Anyway, thank you for donating, and thank you for joining me today. If you want to indulge in some more nutritious brain food, join me next time in like 2 years when we learn how to English smart life. I'll see you then.